Happy New Year, everyone!
Happy New Year's, guys. I hope everyone enjoys the holidays and has a real nice New Year's. So Wilma and I just figured on doing a very simple impromptu video. Sitting here at our 2-meter overhang right outside our master bedroom, just relaxing and enjoying the day. We figured we'd do an end of year video, just give you guys a recap of our year and just let you guys know what's in store for us in 2024. But before we do that, let me just flip the camera real quick just to show you the beauty of the day. Just look how beautiful it is outside. I mean, this is our Philippine winter. It is getting a little chillier at night to some degree. I think it gets down to about 70 to 72 degrees as a low Fahrenheit, which is actually very, very mild for the Philippines.
Yeah.
And we're enjoying our kubo. Let me show you the kubo real quick. And I think Prince is there. Yeah, he's there doing something. He smells something, so he's just walking around, enjoying the property. He's a good boy, growing boy. So we're using our tripod, which we really don't use much outside at all. We only use it for the inside videos. But you guys noticed that I started a new playlist, which is and the reason why we're doing that, guys, is we want to just not tell our story, our Philippine retirement story.
Yeah.
Which we have our own playlist for that, and I think we have 6 or 7 videos in that playlist, and it's basically just going through and telling our story from the very beginning, and it's its own series, and we're just kind of going through sporadically and just doing videos, and it's all our memory on how we got to this point.
Yeah, that's true.
And we sat and figured, you know what, why don't we tell some other people's stories?
Yeah, their experience, their preparation of retiring.
Right. I think it would be worthwhile just not to hear our story, but to hear our friends' stories. We've met so many nice people through this channel. Many of them that we have met, many of them have come up to our house, and quite a few of them come up several times.
Yes.
People that has actually settled in and living in this area. They come up on a regular basis. We have lunch, we go swimming. So I said, why not tell their story? And we coined that phrase, I'm a 10%er. Here, motorcycles. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. And Prince is walking by, right by the tripod.
Yeah.
So if you see it shake a little bit, that just means he bumped into it. But we wanted to do another playlist for you guys, just another piece of our channel, another angle, if you will, for us just to highlight just not our home build, but our story specifically on how we got to this point, but also give an opportunity to our friends to tell a little bit about their story. So we just did Sean.
Yes, so he's the first one.
He was our first I'm a 10%er in our playlist.
Yeah.
And we'll continue to do some throughout the months. So looking forward to doing that. And I think it's helpful because with Sean's video, we got a lot of comments and I think about 4 or 5 emails already asking for more information, especially with how to send a dog, from your home country to the Philippines. And then also just, some support for the 10%er group. Because we got quite a few people said, hey, I'm a 10%er as well. It's really, really nice to hear different stories. A lot of the stories that you hear from the Philippines is all about vacations and enjoying, the ocean and diving and swimming and traveling and, stories about meeting people here. And there are great channels, but there's not a lot of channels about just married life, settling down, and building a house, buying a house, things of that nature. So we wanted to kind of highlight that. And we know that we're in the minority. That's why we call ourselves the 10 percenters, where the majority are doing things a little differently. But that's okay. That's who we are. There's nothing wrong with having, different methods. But we want to highlight and showcase our method.
Yeah.
How we enjoy our home, and just, it seems like we just love this home more and more every day. And we see in the beginning, as we just told, oh, look at the face.
He's in the center.
What a good boy. Good boy. He has to be a center of attention all the time. What a joy having this guy. How you doing?
Happy New Year.
So we're really looking forward to doing some more I'm a 10 percenter videos. We're going to interview couples. We're going to interview, just maybe a female significant other, or the male, or like I said, couples. It doesn't matter. There's no rules. It's just really highlighting people who would like to retire to the Philippines, and are really looking to buy property and build a house, or buy an existing house and do some renovations. I've said it many times, and I'll say it again. There is just so many people who are thinking about buying property, or are here looking for property, or have just recently bought property.
Yeah.
I mean a lot, guys, especially in the Dauin area. So, we were ahead of it. We started this build. We bought this property, April of 22?
Yes.
April of 22. And now we're knocking on 2024. Boy, things has changed. Dauin really wasn't a name of an area that people were looking to move to. And now it seems like that's all you hear.
Recently, yes.
Yeah, Dauin. Valencia is still a popular area, but boy, is Dauin the new hot spot.
Yeah.
It really is. And we went to several Christmas parties, as an example, and we met some people that we haven't met in a long time. We may have seen them, several months ago at a location, and we know them, but we're not really friends. We just are acquaintances, and sitting having a discussion. And most of them said, hey, I just bought property in Dauin. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that you were looking to even buy property.
We were surprised, because when we first time met them, they were like, oh no, I don't think I'm gonna buy a property.
We're going to rent.
We're just gonna rent.
Right.
I don't think I'm gonna build a house.
Yeah.
But now they all
Changed their mind.
Yeah, change their mind, which you can.
Yeah.
You know.
So actually, they're joining the club, right? They're going from a 90 percenter to a 10 percenter.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because it also could be, and this is a true statement. And I was just having this conversation with a couple of my friends, where just a couple years ago, you could get rent here in the Philippines, a decent home to rent, for about $300 a month, about 15,000 pesos. Those days are over, guys.
Yeah.
And again, it has to be a decent home, right? You could still find rent for 300, but it's really the standard of living is probably not what you're used to. So now, rent's about $500 and up. A lot of the people, the newer folks that are coming to this area are saying, I just rented a place, and we always discuss how much they pay for rent, and you hear like 25,000, 30,000, 35,000. So you're hearing a lot of $500 to $600 to even $700 a month rent for a nice place. Now that's still cheap as compared to a first world country, but it's almost double what it was just several years ago.
Yeah, that's a lot for here, though.
That's a lot
That's a
for
lot.
here. So I think what has happened is people that has been in this area for a while has figured out. I mean, if you're paying $500-600 a month, so $600 a month is what, $7,200 a year. You could build a house here, like we built this house for $60,000. 10 years of rent, just rough numbers. The house is paid off. And, obviously real estate always appreciates, especially here in the Philippines, as land prices has, really gone up. For what we paid for this land, it's almost double.
Almost double.
Almost double.
Yes, definitely.
So we believe, really good equity in this home. Not that we're looking to sell, because this is, our dream home that we wanted to build. But people have asked us, would you ever consider selling in the future? And the answer is yes, of course. If the price is right or things change here, we're never going to tie ourselves to a location. Now, does that mean that's in the back of our mind? No, it's not in the back of our mind. But you never say no unless it's an absolute no.
Yeah, because you never know. You never know what will happen in the future.
Our health can change, things can change.
Yeah.
But we're real happy that we built this house when we did. I think if we wanted to build this house today, it would probably 20 to 30% more in construction costs.
Definitely.
And then the price of the land would almost double. We're hearing, prices that's 3,000 and up for land that has, an ocean view, has electricity nearby, good running water, clear title. It has to hit all the buttons. People are buying land much cheaper than that, but it doesn't necessarily tick all the boxes. And what was really important for us, what we concentrated on, was this right here. This is what we want. We want to be able to sit out and enjoy the ocean. And we have a really nice view.
Nice breeze.
Always a nice breeze. And that's what we are interested in. And you may hear that growling. I don't know if you can hear that or not.
He hears something from behind.
He hears something. If he hears any strange noises around the property, he will start growling. And he'll continue to growl until the noise gets a little close to the property. And then if it's somebody talking, for example, then he'll start barking. And his bark is not a normal Filipino dog bark. It's more like a bear.
Yeah.
A real deep bark.
A scary one.
Yeah, definitely a little scary. But he's already here at my side right now. But this is what we're looking for, guys. We even had people say, why do you want your swimming pool in the front of your house? Typically, people build their pools at the back of their house. Well, we wanted the resort feel. We wanted to be able to walk out of our glass sliders. So you guys know, all the longtime viewers, we have 3 very large glass sliders here. And these doors are open at 7 o'clock in the morning. These sliders are open at 7 a.m. And we leave these screens in all the time, even if it rains with this overhang. It doesn't really get wet. The water line is usually right about here. So even in a rainstorm, we leave this open. And we always have the back door open, so we get that cross ventilation. We do it all the time. But we wanted to have easy access, the pool be close, on the same level as the house. There is a couple of steps, as you know. You can see that there is, a little bit of a dip. But we wanted the house to be at the highest point so we can take advantage of the views. That's what was important to us. And that's why it took so long for us to find this property, because we were being very, very picky. So even going to the Kubo, which we spend a lot of time here. We had some friends over the other day and we're all sitting at the Kubo. We can get 12 people. So 4 times 3 sides. So 12 people, believe it or not, can fit here. But I just want to show you, as I step up, the view that we have in our cubo. So that's why that was another option for us. We wanted to be able to sit back, relax. Of course, Prince is coming up to say hello. But just take a look at our view here in the cubo. And we're here almost every night enjoying ourselves. So I'm walking around with the camera and the tripod. So I'm not that steady. I apologize for that. But that's really what we wanted, guys. You know, we wanted to focus our efforts not necessarily on the pool and house, which was important, but we wanted to focus on the view, because we knew we were going to spend a lot of time on the property, which we do, right? I mean, we're becoming homebodies.
Yeah.
Very, very much true. You know, we were so busy for so long. And let me set this down. Of course, Prince is in tow.
Come here, Prince.
We'll see if he not.
Yep, here he is.
But we knew we were going to be more homebodies once the house was built.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when we said we lived out of a suitcase for the 11 months, it's really true. I mean, we were really out and about. You know, we spend a lot of time. I forgot to shut the door on the cubo. Did you hear the door just slam?
Hopefully we'll stay.
Yeah, hopefully it'll stay. But we're just enjoying our property, just enjoying Prince, enjoying the house, and just trying to have a good time. New for 2024, we're going to continue with our projects. You know, we have our list of what we want to do. We want to do some traveling, and we do have Prince now, so our traveling is going to include Prince.
Yeah.
Go into some locations that is pet friendly. So we'll do you know, some videos there. I hope to get many more videos of our people that are 10%ers to tell their story. And I think that's helpful because, guys, a lot of you do reach out, and some of you are wanting to retire to the Philippines, but you're nervous to do so. We're getting more and more people like that. You know, though we get a lot that's already in the area looking for property, we get our fair share of people who are saying, boy, I would love to build a house like that, but you know what, I just don't know if I can pull a trigger or not. So I think telling other people's stories, not just us, and I think that'll go a long way, just to you know, give everybody as much information as possible. It's definitely not for everybody, because it is, take a look. It's definitely not for everybody, but it's definitely you know, the right thing for a lot of people. And I think sharing more people's story on our channel. I would love to be able to interview couples, because that'll be interesting to see the differences. So hopefully we'll be able to do that soon. And then, of course, we'll continue with our Philippine story, our Philippine Journey playlist, as we continue to go through step by step of how we got to this point. So from Dauin, Negros, Oriental, Philippines, we wish everybody a happy new year. And Prince, take a look at the camera. We'll take a look. Say bye. You can see it's hot out right now because his tongue's hanging out. And you haven't been doing any running around today.
Not yet.
But yet your tongue's hanging out. So guys, enjoy the new year. Enjoy good health and happiness. And we'll talk to you soon.